Hello everyone and welcome to the first Humans of CSU show this semester. I'm your host Mattison Brumagim, and tonight we'll discuss mental health and well-being, try some trivia on campus, take a look at CSU's hip hop dance club, and interview a CSU Ram who founded her own women's empowerment brand. Stay tuned for it all because you don't want to miss out. Mental health and well-being is September's topic of the month because it plays an important role in all of our lives. If you didn't know already, September is National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. Mental health shouldn't be something we're ashamed to talk about, since this month brings awareness to topics often stigmatized and considered taboo. We sat down with the manager of mental health initiatives at the CSU Health Network and the ASCSU Director of Health. Let's check it out. Mental health and wellness is something that impacts all of us. It is okay to not be okay, and it's okay to ask for help. You are not alone. If you feel like you need help, CSU has some resources for you.
We have a wide range of services to support students' mental health and well-being, and I think students think of a very narrow path to well-being, and it's much broader than that. We have an online tool called SilverCloud, which is online cognitive behavioral therapy, which is considered a best practice in the treatment of anxiety and depression.
In addition to SilverCloud, there is an app that can help students feel more connected.
The app is called Nod. It's still pretty new for our campus, and it's free in the App Store and the Google Play Store. And what it really helps students do is to improve the social connections that they really want to see for themselves. And it helps to burst that magical myth of friendship that many students have, where they think that they're going to come to college and they're going to make their best friends within the first weeks and have all the friendships that they were hoping for. And that just isn't the case for a lot of students. And so if in the first few weeks they aren't experiencing that, they can get really frustrated, and the feelings of loneliness and isolation really go up for those individuals. And so what NOD does is it helps them to take small, actionable steps to take healthy social challenges, to put themselves out there a little bit more and deepen those relationships, and then reflect on whether they found it to be successful or not, and how they can kind of continue to maneuver to find the healthy friendships they're looking for.
In the fall, I'm going to start on a mindfulness workshop that they have here at CSU. I think it's just aimed at helping students practice mindfulness within their day-to-day lives.
Because we often think of mental health as this kind of negative thing, and we think of only like the debilitating impacts of it. And so to recognize that there's things that we can do to cultivate well-being is actually an exciting way of reframing that. People want connection. They want to feel heard and understood, and you don't get that from Google, right? You need to connect with the real human who can listen to your story and can offer you in the moment empathy and support, and that's what our staff are trained to do, and not just here at the CSU Health Network, but again, we have caring, concerning staff and faculty all across this university, and so many people are ready and willing to reach out and help people get connected to the care that they need.
For me personally, I think that I would have liked someone to tell me that everyone is going through similar things, and mental health is an issue which impacts everyone, so there's really nothing to be ashamed of in needing help, asking for help, and just like wanting that support. I think my one piece of advice would be that it's okay to prioritize yourself and say no to certain things. I know a lot with my own mental health. I definitely struggle with doing too much and saying yes to everything, and I know that a lot of other students on campus do as well. So really just like learning to put yourself first and your health first, and saying no to things that are too much for your schedule.
Thank you, Janelle Petrius and Alejandra Quesada Stoner, for taking the time to discuss such important topics with us. Personally, as a transfer student, I struggled with making social connections right away. I never heard of the Nod app before, but I had to give it a try. It's fantastic that there are so many resources to help out students on campus. Now, don't go away yet, because after the break, we'll be back with some fun trivia.
Awkward. Do I look familiar? I should. You might remember me from here. Here. Or maybe even here. But an awkward silence can be a great thing. It can actually be a perfect moment to reach out to a friend and ask if they're okay if they seem down. It doesn't matter how you say it.
You all right?
Everything's okay?
Oh, gee. You all right, girl? You cool?
You bugging dog.
Just show you're there for them. Go on, Kelly. Seize the awkward.
Hey, you haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back from the break, Rams. I don't know about you, but for me in the last year and a half, COVID has made it hard to connect with students on campus. Now that we finally have in-person classes this semester and the plaza is filled with students, I went out to ask some CSU trivia question and meet new faces. Welcome to Who Are You at CSU? What is CSU's mascot's name?
Cam the Ram.
Cam the Ram.
Oh, we got that one.
Yeah, we do.
Rams, baby. Go Rams.
Do you know the name of the ram that is the mascot?
Yes, it's a bighorn mountain sheep.
Cam the Ram.
Cam.
Bighorn mountain.
Goat.
Cam the Ram.
Cam the Ram. See?
Oh,
Cam
you
the
want
Ram.
the
Remember Cam?
mascot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cam
Sorry.
the Ram. Okay, yeah.
Got it.
Cam.
Cam the Ram.
It's the Rams.
Do you know the name of the actual mascot?
No.
Rams. Or like the original one? Aggies. Cam the Ram. Duh.
Cam the Ram.
So like a sheep or a goat, something like that. I don't know.
Do you guys know what CAM stands for?
CAM stands for Colorado Always.
Majestic.
Yeah.
Close. Colorado Agricultural and Mechanical College.
That's what I was going to say next.
I do not know what CAM stands for now.
Maybe something to do with like the Aggies. I feel like the A could be like Aggies. That would like, I don't know though.
Colorado A&M.
The person who started CSU, maybe?
College of Agriculture and Mechanics?
Agricultural, and then I don't know what the M is.
No.
No.
Manufacturing? Agricultural manufacturing. Final answer for me.
Final answer for we.
Yeah.
It stands for Colorado Agricultural and Mechanical.
Colorado, All-State, missionaries.
What was CSU's original mascot?
Was it Bulldog?
Bulldog?
Yeah.
The Aggies.
The Aggies. Okay.
Yeah.
I do not remember it.
Definitely not.
The Aggies.
And there used to be a big A on the mountainside.
It's the
Maybe it's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, made out of stones or something.
I don't know the original mascot.
Like, the goats.
It's the Aggies.
I do not know.
I feel like I should, because my dad went here, but I don't.
Probably something to do with agriculture, but I don't know exactly what it was.
The Aggie.
Oh, the Aggies.
The Aggie? Wow, we got some great answers to those trivia questions, and some of them are really funny. It was nice getting to know people on campus, and I'll have to try something like this again. Now it's time to take a break, but up next we'll be back with a CSU club that will make you dance right off of your couch.
I am what hunger looks like in America. I am an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for the last day of school. Because this may be the last time I'll have lunch. Till September. I am a single father of 2 who works 3 part-time jobs. And that's still not enough to put food on the table. I am a 16-year-old boy who just got my first job to help feed my little sisters. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. People you pass by every day but never knew they were hungry.
Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Thanks for sticking around. Now, let's look at a unique club offered on campus that students may or may not know about. Our director, Hattie Williams, got a taste of the Hip Hop Dance Club last week. Let's see what she found.
If you've walked through the Laurie Student Center on a Thursday night, you may have heard stomping feet paired with rhythmic toe-tapping beats. The Hip Hop Dance Club meets once a week to share their love for the art of movement.
So every meeting that we have is basically just a free dance class, and we'll have different teachers come in. We have like a bunch of other dancers from Fort Collins, and when we're lucky, from other places, they'll come and teach and just share some knowledge. And it's basically to build the hip hop community in Fort Collins because it's not all that big.
What I usually tell people is like, you don't need any prior dance experience, you just need to know how to have fun. But yeah, it's open to anyone.
This club shows that dance is much more than moving to music.
It brings awareness to that body language of style, flavor, finesse, presence and essence, transition and flow, rhythm appeal, okay? That mindset that we can go all out and express ourselves, challenge ourselves, all right? And then still come out of there, like, safe.
They also bring in guest choreographers from around Colorado to add a little flavor to their classes.
Most of them are dancers from Fort Collins. A lot of them are break dancers, but they don't only do breakdancing. We have some of our previous officers will come and they'll teach because they started it, and also they're really good teachers. We're trying to branch out and get some more dancers from Denver and Boulder to come through.
With the growing popularity of the club, more and more people are looking to join.
Either they can come and check out a meeting if they've heard of us before. They don't have to dance, they can come and just see how it is. Or if they sign up through Ramlink, they can request to become a member.
It's gotten bigger, and I was kind of surprised because like we did online last year and like nobody showed up, and our first meeting it was a lot, there were so many people showed up. I really just think they've just heard through like Instagram and social media, and like they've seen videos. It's just dance and it's exciting and more people want to get involved in it.
This club has grown partially because of how transformative the work can be.
Dance as a whole has impacted me because growing up I was very, very shy and very awkward. I didn't have a good time making friends or talking in front of people. Dance has definitely given me this confidence. I really love performing, so maybe I'm not so good one-on-one, but I love being on stage and sharing like dance with people through performances. I think that's also helped solidify these connections that I've made with the dancers up here. I think hip-hop overall is a really great place to build community because it's really open, it's really accepting, and overall it's just fun and also good exercise.
That looked like a lot of fun. Until recently, I didn't realize CSU had a hip-hop dance club, but I'm glad I know about it now. This seems like such a good way to express and challenge oneself while meeting new people and building a community on campus. Plus, you don't even need experience to join. I'll have to check out their next meeting. Once again, the Hip Hop Dance Club meets on Thursdays at 7:30 in the LSC, and you can find out more on their Instagram at Hip Hop Dance Club CSU. It looks like it's time to take another break, but next we will have an interview with Ren Bergeron, who started the Women's Empowerment Movement brand. Watch what she can do. Don't go anywhere yet, because this next story is one you'll want to hear.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But you probably won't. You're busy. Kids, work. Show coming back in 48 seconds. So let's do this now. Hold up one finger if you're a man. Women, 0. 3 more fingers if you're over 60. 2 over 50. 1 over 40. If you're not sure, keep in mind you're sitting on a couch right now. So 1 more finger if you're not very active. 1 finger if yes, 0 if no. 1 yes, 0 no. Next, find the body type that looks most like you and hold up that many fingers while I look around awkwardly. And that's it. If you're holding up 5 fingers or more, you probably have prediabetes. Sorry to be so blunt, but hey, you're busy. Just go to the site.
Welcome to the final stretch of our show where we feature people at CSU with amazing stories. Today I'm super excited to introduce Ren Bergeron live in our studio. After facing a life-changing experience, she created the Watch What She Can Do brand to take control of her situation and empower others. Ren, how are you?
I'm really excited to be here. This is way
I'm excited
cool.
you're here too. Well, I say we go ahead and get started.
Absolutely.
So, can you tell me about your story behind creating Watch What She Can Do?
Definitely. So I've kind of aired this dirty laundry out to the world a little bit, so I'm comfortable sharing it here. And basically what happened was there was a faculty member at the school who was taking advantage of his female students. And through that, I became an affected student, and I ended up pursuing getting him out of his position with the school, and then putting up a piece of artwork that could really represent what I had been through as well as the other survivors, and something that women in construction and who are coming into that major that is so, a male-dominated industry could see that work and see the inspiration of moving past the set of inequalities that we're faced with when we come in. So,
yeah, definitely. So, what was your inspiration when designing the mural located in is it Guggenheim building?
Guggenheim,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I will actually, that's a perfect moment to bring this in. So, this is the design, and it's called Watch What She Can Do. And the inspiration here was to create an image of a woman, a symbolic image of a woman that wasn't at all, I think a lot of times women can be portrayed in a bit of a sexual manner or a very curvaceous manner, and I really wanted to make something that turned woman into STEM and really brought the two ideas together and was something that any kind of woman could see themselves in and part of. And so the inspiration there was definitely the silhouette and putting in all these different symbols of STEM so that women could relate to it. And it just tied back to the story. So it's very construction-based, this one, yeah.
Yeah. So kind of going off of what you said about women being based on, you wanted it to be women in STEM, was your overall design. Besides that, what do you hope your brand as well as the design you created will impact on?
Definitely. So what I'm hoping that this brand can do is to really inspire women to continue pursuing STEM. I think it's really easy nowadays. We think that women are already at the end of the journey, right? We're already equal, but that's far from the truth. And I think across the world, if you do political science studies or just read up on the news and history, that isn't the case yet. And so I think we really need to still be encouraging young women and girls to pursue STEM and to pursue these male-dominated fields and to really come out and bring, their intellectual value to the table, because there's just so much intellectual capital that we're missing on if women aren't involved in those conversations.
Yeah, definitely. So, what do you think, besides things that you've already said, why is your story and your brand so important to bring awareness to?
So the story and the brand are so important to bring awareness to, because when you get down to it, women are 50% of the population. We raise children, alongside men, but there are being a mother and making sure that you can advantage those women as much as possible and give them the same possibilities to succeed directly affects populations of children who are being born and being raised today. So I think it's still this ongoing struggle of bringing more equity to women and the experience of women around the world. And when we do that, we help every single facet of the world economy and society. So,
great.
Yeah.
I love that. So I guess I just have one last question. What advice do you have for other women in STEM?
Definitely, my advice is to not be afraid to be loud. That is my advice. I think this whole process and this whole experience for me, it was really easy to listen to the small voice in the back of my head that told me, you know, this is embarrassing. Don't be sharing this story. This is something you should hide. This is something that you shouldn't be putting out there and projecting into the world. And had I listened to that, obviously I wouldn't be here right now having this conversation with you. And it's these kinds of conversations that are going to make a difference in the long run. So I would just dare women to be louder and to take up space.
Yeah, I really love that, and I commend you for that, because that's not an easy thing to do, is use your voice and use it as a tool, and I think that that's something really special that you're trying to share and bring awareness to. But unfortunately, it's time to wrap up, because that's all the time we have. But thank you, Ren, for joining us today and for sharing your story.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
That's it for tonight, but don't worry, because we'll be back next month to bring you more exciting stories from campus. Don't miss tomorrow night's Thursday news broadcast right here on CTV. Have a great night, Rams.